Released in 1982 and directed by Ridley Scott, Blade Runner is one of the most influential works of modern science fiction. Loosely adapted from Philip K. Dick's novel Do Android Dream of Electric Sheep, the film blends noir detective storytelling with a dystopian future saturated in neon, rain, and corporate power. The film follows Rick Deckard, a burnt out Blade Runner who's forced back into service. His main job is to kill a group of escaped replicants. Replicants are genetically engineered artificial humans. The film's central question, however, extends far beyond its detective plot. Blade Runner asks us to reconsider who or what we call human. Ridley Scott's Blade Runner is obsessed with the boundaries of humanity. It gives us replicants who look human, act human, and feel human, yet they are treated as disposable property. It gives us humans who perform their roles mechanically, without any visible compassion or emotional depth. The line the film draws between the two is intentionally blurry. Throughout Blade Runner, the replicants gradually reveal themselves as beings with inner lives, desires, attachments, and fears. Meanwhile, the human police officers, corporate executives, and even Deckard often behave like machines, executing their assignments without hesitation or empathy. To understand how Blade Runner defines humanity, we start with the most important tool, the Voight-Kampff test. The test claims to measure empathy, an involuntary emotional response to morally charged questions. The opening scene with Leon is one of the most iconic demonstrations of this test. Leon reacts with confusion, anxiety, and increasing agitation. He doesn't understand why a tortoise flipped on its back is morally upsetting. He doesn't understand why the interviewer keeps pushing him, but he reacts emotionally. His breathing changes, his tone sharpens, he grows defensive. Holden, the human interviewer, displays no emotional reaction at all. He could be a machine himself. He reads his questions with cold detachment, barely acknowledging Leon's discomfort. And then Leon snaps. But his violent reaction isn't the outburst of a soulless robot. It's the desperate panic of someone who feels concerned, threatened, and dehumanized. The scene subtly undermines the idea that empathy is a simple, measurable trait. It's the human who feels nothing, and the replicant who reacts like a frightened person. Rachel is the narrative pivot point that deepens the film's philosophical tension. She is a replicant equipped with implanted memories. These memories give her the illusion of a past, a childhood, and a sense of self. When Deckard confronts her with the truth, she breaks emotionally. Her sadness, denial, and confusions are deeply human responses. The piano scene further reinforces her humanity. She plays tentatively, as if unsure whether the music belongs to her or the ghost of someone else's memory. And then comes the key question. If Rachel can love or be loved, does it matter that her past is artificial? Are humans truly any different if our identities are also shaped by the experiences outside our control? Roy Batty is Blade Runner's emotional center. Introduced as the leader of the fugitive replicants, he is first framed as a threat, but scene by scene, the film reveals his depth. Roy fears death, he wants more life, a profound human instinct. His confrontation with Tyrell is not just a rebellion, it's a son begging his creator for mercy, for time, for meaning. When Tyrell denies him, Roy responds with heartbreak and anger, expressing a lifetime of injustice compacted into a short lifespan. Even during the film's chase sequence, Roy's actions are driven by fear and his impending death, not malice. He plays with Deckard not out of cruelty, but out of the desire to understand why humans refuse to value life the way replicants do. Roy is intense, emotional, articulate, and self aware. He experiences the full spectrum of human feeling, and his lifespan makes those things sharper, more urgent, more heartbreaking. By the time we reach the rooftop, Roy has become the film's true protagonist.
I've seen things. Attack ships on fire off the shore of Orion. I watched sea beams glitter in the darkness with 10 hours a gate. All those moments will be lost in time, like tears in rain.
The rooftop climax contains the film's most iconic moment, the tears in the rain monologue. Roy chooses to save Deckard's life. In an act of pure empathy, he lifts Deckard from the edge, not because he must, but because he believes life has value. His monologue is a reflection on memory, mortality, and meaning. He speaks with awe about the beauty he's witnessed and the sorrow about the fact that those moments will die with him. Roy dies with dignity, compassion, and acceptance, traits no human in the film has displayed. In his final act, Roy proves that he has become more human than any of the humans around him. The film leaves us with a haunting question. If machines can feel grief, compassion, and fear, what does that say about a humanity that no longer shows these qualities? Maybe the real question Blade Runner asks isn't whether replicants can become human, but whether humans have already forgotten how.